Hey guys, my name's David. I'll be doing your walkthrough with you. Congratulations on your purchase of your Heritage Glen. So by the end of the video, if you guys have any questions, you can give me a text or call me at 250-792-0591, and I can answer any questions you have if I've missed anything or if anything isn't clear. All right, so we'll begin at the front. So you have your electric tongue jack. So you have a working light, you have down, up. If your jack fails on you or you run out of battery power, so if you run out of battery power, you can plug your 7-pin in to the back of your truck and you can get 12-volt power that way to operate the jack. You have a little sight here. You can get down to a mechanical nut there you can twist, and that'll manually crank the jack. You have your tongue latch here to go on your ball, 2 5/16. You got your locking pin here to keep it locked on when it's on the trailer, when it's on the truck, sorry. So just put that on there like so. You got this quick connect. What this does is this goes on the truck. You have to have this mounted to the hitch. So what this does is this pulls this pin out if the trailer ever becomes disconnected from the tow vehicle, and that applies battery power from the trailer to the brakes. That being said, when you guys are traveling, make sure you go with a charged battery. Make sure you have this thing plugged in the day before you go. If you have a dead battery and this trailer becomes disconnected from the tow vehicle, you will not have brakes to stop this trailer going down the road when it is disconnected from the tow vehicle. Your 7-pin does your marker lights, your left, right blinker, your charge line, and when this is plugged in, you're driving down the road, the braking application comes from the truck. You got your propane cover. You just lift it off. Under this cover, you have your propane tanks. Turn them on. You got a 24 series battery, fully charged, brand new. On the front, you have marker lights. And you have a work light down here, so it's an LED strip. So there's a light switch in the passenger side compartment. You have storage compartments. These are slam shut locks, and they latch by a magnet. So this is your compartment. You can see over there, that is your switch, and there is a work light. And then on this side, on the driver's side, you have a night switch. So what that does is disconnects power to the 12 volt. So when you have your trailer in storage for a long time, you turn that off like so, pull the key out, now there's no power. So what that does is just stops draws from draining the battery. But that being said, if that's off and you have the trailer plugged in like I do now, it's not going to charge the battery, so you got to make sure that's on. Another marker light. You got stabilizer jacks. Stabilizer jacks are just meant to come to the ground and just get rid of the wiggle out of the trailer. They're not meant to lift the vehicle up and change any tires. You got a fire escape window. You have an exterior shower. Sorry, just grabbing a key here. Open it up. So with that, it has a little holder here. You can put the shower in. They're handy to have, wash your feet off day at the beach or whatnot. And it is hot and cold. So here you have your black tank flush. So your black tank flush is a wand inside your black tank. So you just put city hose pressure up to this, turn it on, leave your black valve open on your gate valve, and just run that for about 3 minutes and you should be good. Turn the water off, close it up. Here you have your fresh water connection. So what this does is fills your onboard tank, and you're going to use a water pump inside to draw water from that. Here's your city water connection. So you're gonna have your city water hose come into here. You're gonna have an outside source of pressure from the city water, turn it on, and you're gonna wanna have a pressure reducer on this because a lot of sites are different, a lot of towns have different pressures, and these things are rated max for about 100, but you don't wanna run them at 100. Over here you got your black tank, your gray tank. So your handles are up under here. You got your black, you got your gray over here. So when you're camping, keep your black closed and open it, drain it about half or 3/4 full. You don't want to leave your valve open because the solids will just collect on the bottom of the tank and the liquids will drain away. You want the whole tank to come out in a solid run. The gray tank you can keep open. Okay, and over here you got our slide. So with the slide, the only thing I mentioned is pick up some rubber seal. It's like a, sorry, I'm lost for words. It's a rubber seal penetrating oil, which kind of keeps the rubber pliable and doesn't allow it to dry out. You can pick that up at Canadian Tire or any RV parts store, or we can get it for you. With the slides, always keep them in or all the way out. They don't seal halfway in or halfway out. And when you're operating them, just go, if you get to your campsite, go around, make sure you got enough room to open up your slide. You got your back tail rack, so you can have storage on here. And the maximum capacity is 200 pounds, so you can only put about 200 pounds on that. You just pull these pins, slide it out, this tilts down. Be careful with the weight on the tire on it, it's a little heavy, so just what I do is I pull the pins and keep your hand up on the top of the tire. It's where you're gonna have the most leverage, so just keep in mind you're also carrying the weight of the tire on that. You got your park cable, you got your satellite dish hookup. Some sites offer that. You got your awning, stairs. Oh, I forgot to mention, so your bumper has bumper caps. You can pull these out, store your sewer hose in there. You got your hood range vent. So your hood range vent, you got these little snaps here. Push them in and that closes it. Just for when you're driving down the road, it's not rattling back and forth. But when you get to your camp, you're cooking, just pop these out. I don't know if you can see that, but I popped that open. You got outside speakers. You got your furnace. You got your hot water tank. So your furnace and your hot water tank, they do produce heat. So if you guys got young kids or whatnot, just keep clear. It will burn you. You can bring your TV from inside outside, watch TV outside. You got your plug in here to hook your TV. You got cable, so you can hook your cable up to the TV. So it is wired for solar, so you can get little solar panels that sit outside and you can direct them toward the sun, and they just fit in here and plug in. You just got to make sure they're the Furrion brand to be compatible with those. Okay, so with the hot water tank, you got your gas valve assembly. It is propane and electric. So with electric, you have a little switch down here. So off, on. So get in the habit when you get to your site and you want to use it, turn it on. And then when you're done camping, turn it off. Because when it comes time, you winterize this and you drain the water tank, drain the water out of the tank. If this is left on, it'll burn your element out. So just be certain that you get in the habit of turning it off when you're done, or just make yourself a note somewhere that when it comes time to winterize it and you're going to drain the tank, make sure you have it off. Okay, we'll make our way in. So you got a bug screen door, just latches on, latches off. You got a bug screen slider. You have a swivel door handle. When you have this, when you're traveling, always have this over the door. That way, if the door ever does decide to come open by chance, that the door won't open. You got your control panel here. You have battery. Battery will always give you a full reading when you're plugged in. To get a true reading, you want to make sure your shore power plug is unplugged. You got your fresh, your black, your gray 2. You don't have gray 2 in this unit. So you got your water pump. So your water pump, that's for the onboard water tank. And then water heater, that's for your propane. And like I mentioned before, the electric switch is outside. You've got lights. So the first one is your LED strip. And the next one is the lights in the interior. You've got your awning out control. And when it gets windy out, you can bring it in halfway, up to your discretion. Just don't leave it out all the way on real windy days. You've got your slide in and out control. And you just want to keep that going until you hear the motor labor and slow down, then you can let go of the button. There you go. So with this chair, you want to move it out to the front of the door when you bring it in and out. Okay. So you got your faucets, just like a house, hot, cold, on, off. We'll turn the water pump on. There you go. You got 2 settings. You got your hood range fan, so you got fan setting, light. You got your microwave. Your microwave will only work with the unit plugged in. It works on 110. You got your mic or your fridge, sorry.